know it's a little weird I'm doing a vacuum, but it's a robot vacuum since I also cover sci-fi movies. Robots are frequently in sci-fi movies. It kind of fits. Also, maybe the robot apocalypse will begin on camera and this thing will gut me right in front of your eyes. Goodbye monetization. Hello viral. Ever since I was a kid, I dreamed about someday having robot maids, robot butlers, robot cars. We're getting there. We're getting there. But if there's ever a robot uprising, I just hope they're neater than we are. The DreamTech DreameBot L10 Smart Robot Vacuum. We already had a similar robot. This is Robbie. He gets the job done. Robbie navigates by feel and touch. It feels its way around the room and eventually over everything. The DreameBot uses LiDAR to map the room it's in as it cleans, establishes the perimeter, and engages in a pattern to cover the entire floor. This is really cool.
Begin charging.
Alright, you all heard that, right? Let's send it on a little test. Use the phone app to establish boundaries, places it shouldn't go. This is good for areas you don't want vacuumed or just to stay out for some reason. I established a little box for demonstration purposes. I dropped some rice as a visual aid. Once unleashed, the little vacuum, now named Rosie by the family, first established a perimeter. Then it begins a search pattern-like path, S-curving back and forth, first in one direction, then in a perpendicular direction. You can also select 1 or 2 passes if your floor is especially nasty. I did note that transitions between raised floors, like this one between my kitchen and dining room, caused the little bot to lose its place momentarily, and I think it threw off the search pattern because it missed a spot. Eventually, it got the last bit on the next pass. You can also take manual control and steer the vacuum where you want it to go. Using the app is a little awkward compared to a physical remote, but it's still good for getting the vacuum to specific locations, and then you can have the AI take over. It avoids cliffs, so no stair surfing. It also works with Alexa. I am sorry if this set off your Alexa. Crap, I should stop saying Alexa. Okay, I was satisfied. But this unit also mops. There is a separate module you pop in underneath, a little water tank with a pad. Attaching this puts the unit into mopping mode. It functions the same way, it just drags this little wet cloth wherever it goes. The pad is removable so you can toss it in the wash. I just wish it came with more than one. I'm sure you can order additional ones online. I found this mystery smear on the floor. I think pet owners know what this is. So I wanted to try out the mopping function. As you can see, it ran the search pattern, but at first it didn't seem to do anything. Then I realized the pad wasn't wet yet. After a few more passes, the pad moistened and it started to make a dent, eventually removing about 90% of the smear. The remaining bit needed some elbow grease. Again, pet owners know this struggle. You can probably avoid the slight lag by pre-moistening the pad a bit. It only uses plain water anyway, so that means no chemicals, no cleaners. The real test, letting the vacuum work the house while I do nothing. Even hands off, you should always spot check for things you don't want any vacuum to run over. Headphone cords, small toys, cat puke. You'll thank me later. So I played Star Wars Squadrons the entire time. The little robot went room to room, not getting stuck once, finishing her job in less than half an hour. The mapping feature was really impressive. Being able to watch it on the app is weirdly intriguing. It's great for light sweeping and mopping. Anything heavy, anything that needs elbow grease, you'll still have to finish by hand.
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
And it only comes with one mopping pad. I'd like to be able to toss one in the laundry and have another ready. Obstacles can throw off its search pattern and you wind up missing a spot or two. Set the vacuum to 2 passes and that usually takes care of that. I'm not a fan of the dust collector, the tank for the stuff you vacuum up. These little tabs hold it closed. You just kind of pop it open, but I always wind up breaking those. I would have liked something a bit more positive, like a latch or a push button. It is easy to put on though, just open the hood and it snaps right in.
Take this empty glass. Here it is, peaceful, serene, boring. But if it is destroyed, look at all these little things. So busy now. Notice how each one is useful. What a lovely ballet ensues, so full of form and color.
And nobody really talks about this when it comes to robot vacuums, but they still need your intervention at times. Hair tangles around the spinning brush and the roller. You just pull the hair off and toss it away. If you do this often, you'll extend the life of your brushes, takes care of your vacuum, and it probably won't kill you when it becomes self-aware. 4Bs. I love this thing. I'm a bit disappointed that it doesn't mop as hard as I needed it to, but something this small isn't going to put a lot of weight on a mopping surface. But it gets the low-hanging fruit and I have less to clean up afterwards. And yes, it takes care of kitty litter awesomely. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, you know the usual YouTube stuff. This is the Newbie, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!